Film made me hungry. Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review, and this movie review is going to be for a brand new movie release, and that movie release is going to be for none other than a film that actually also came out this weekend. Much like the last 2022 movie review, this film came out this weekend, but I decided to see one of them a few days later, and one of them on opening night. I think you could tell which one I saw on opening night. And the other one I finally saw today. And that film was for none other than another film adaptation of an animated series I like, and that is the Bob's Burgers movie. The show to film adaptation of that TV show Bob's Burgers. So, let's get on with the plot of this movie. Well, the film is basically when a ruptured water main creates an enormous sinkhole right in front of Bob's Burgers, blocking the entrance and definitely ruining the Belchers' plans for a successful summer. While Bob and Linda struggle to keep the business afloat, the kids try to solve a mystery that could save their family's restaurant. As the dangers mount, these underdogs help each other find hope and fight to get back behind the counter, where they belong. So how was this made? Well, around October 27, 2017, 20th Century Fox announced that a film adaptation based on the Fox animated series Bob's Burgers was in development, and it was scheduled to be released on July 17, 2020. On October 30th, 2017, a newly created 20th Century Fox division, Fox Family, was created to oversee feature film adaptations of its TV shows. This included taking Bob's Burgers over from 20th Century Fox Animation. Series creator Lauren Bouchard has said the film would scratch every itch the fans of the show had ever had, while also appealing to new audiences. And on July 18, 2018, Bouchard said that the script was submitted and accepted by the studios, and the film would be a musical comedy. On September 24, 2020, star H. John Benjamin confirmed that work on the film was being done remotely because of you-know-what, also revealing that recording for the film had already begun, with the cast reprising their roles from the television series. Of course, the film was obviously delayed all the way to this year. But anyway, the film premiered at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood on May 17, 2022, and was theatrically released by 20th Century Studios in the United States on May 27, 2022. Following previous delays of almost 2 years due to, once again, you-know-what, it received positive reviews from critics. Now for my reaction. What did I think of it? Well, as all of you should know, I am a big Bob's Burgers fan. I have actually been one since my final year of high school in 2016. So of course I was excited to see not only it get a TV show to film adaptation, but also for a popular animated show in general, since The Simpsons, SpongeBob, and South Park all did in their prime times. To actually get a film to show adaptation, all entirely in the same kind of animation, and actually get a wide release into theaters. So, I saw the film on matinee this weekend, and I loved it so much, actually. As a longtime fan of the show, this movie was unreal. You don't have to be a fan of the show in order to appreciate or enjoy it at all. The 3 musical numbers were so joyful, the story was nothing but fun, the daily element really makes an enjoyable time out at the theater. The Bob's Burgers movie meets expectations. It's funny, purposeful, and developed enough to maintain investment. Fundamentally, it's even a murder mystery, but also intertwines Bob's money issues, which is the emotional force. Plus, Louise is intrinsically motivated to prove her bravery in this film, making her kind of the main protagonist and giving her the clearest arc. Bob's Burgers doesn't have the tightest craft of humor, but these dynamic characters help it connect emotionally. And the film is still lighthearted and silly with skilled setup and payoff, but it peppers in enough drama to create substance. And thus, Bob's Burgers really succeeds because it delivers a sincere combination of laughs and relatability. And Now, what's more is this film even does a great job of welcoming newcomers into the world of Bob's Burgers while also delighting fans of the endless cavalcade of one-liners. It's joyous to see the same world that we've watched for like 12 seasons, but told with a film budget this time, with some absolutely lovely shots that are only possible with more money for the animation. And of course, like with a film adaptation of a show, hardcore fans would be expecting this to be 90 minutes of material. For us, may well be disappointed because this movie's actually not 90 minutes. It's actually around 102 minutes. And there are several notable recurring characters that don't really appear, or are just reduced to cameos for like 2 scenes. And a couple members of the family don't get strong plots in themselves, kind of just being largely comic relief, but I'm rather okay with this in my opinion. I mean, but well, yeah, of course it was a little disappointing in the moment, but I've made my peace with it. The movie will hopefully bring newcomers to watch this show afterwards, and I would much rather a strong story than a continuity festival. Like we have 12 seasons of that already, people. Like, and the film's even strong too. Surprisingly, I think there were about up to I think 10 or 12 people in my theater, and they were all having a blast watching this. All of them laughed at whenever anything was funny. Heck, even some parents brought their kids to the show, and you're wondering, and you're probably going to think that's controversial, but guys, Bob's Burgers may be a show somewhat aimed for adults, but it's not that R-rated. It's kind of the same tone as The Simpsons, in kind of a way. I mean, this show, Futurama, and The Simpsons are all pretty similar in terms of content. So yeah, Bob's Burgers is an R-rated show, so I'm fine with it. Nothing about this movie even feels super different from the show. Like outside of the very well done animation, I'm so happy to see another 2D animated film on the big screen, and that's really perfect. What's more is this movie, this isn't just another one of those generic TV show to film adaptations where the family go on some adventure way out of character for the show, like fighting aliens or crossing the Burgerverse, and just trying to be like the Simpsons movie. No. We just get these charming characters in the theater and that's about it. Basically, instead of that, you just have this normal kind of plot that would work for a that would work for a typical Bob's Burgers episode, except expanding onto it and making it a 100-minute episode, and it actually works perfectly well. Like how I actually kind of like it's more like an episode than just every other film adaptation of shows like this. Because with everything going on as of recent, this is the kind of movie we'd need and deserve. What makes the movie also works so well is that the writers have not fallen prey to the great temptation of movie based on the popular TV series. Like, this isn't The Gang Wins a Trip to Japan, or The Gang Teleports Back to Ancient Egypt, or Linda becomes world famous as a shampoo commercial spokeswoman, or this is a story that could have very easily have been told in an episode, like I've said, but given the room to breathe. By centering almost entirely around existing characters and taking place entirely within recognizable landmarks, we're given the gift of a truly Bob's Burgers experience. Never once does the film try to be anything other than the show we know and love. Now, as for bad qualities, well, once again, like I've already kind of said, there are lots of characters that are missing here from the main plot. Hugo gets one measly scene, and emotionally there are a couple of big moments, and mostly from the big hero here in Louise's origin story, but most character plots are just not that interesting or explored, and such as that ongoing crush, redo of a band, burger cart. Oh, and then by the way, Bob in this film is kind of missing or catatonic for way too much of the film. Like, the film almost forgets about him until he finally gets into the action at the end. The film needed more repeat characters, more guest characters that could hide the mystery, and to focus more on one common mystery that all the characters join in on. Like, think Goofy movie or Simpsons movie, just in tone and dialogue based, but I didn't mind that stuff at all. I can just live with it. So yeah, despite the bad qualities, the Bob's Burgers movie was a very fun animated TV show to film adaptation, and probably the best one to get this treatment since 2007's The Simpsons movie. I highly recommend, now for my recommendation, I highly recommend you go see this if you are a fan of the show. Anyway, that's it for my review of the Bob's Burgers movie, and if you're wondering how I'm going to rank the Bob's Burgers movie, here's how I am going to rank it. So overall, if you love this show and want to see a story in it come to the big screen for the first time, then easily give this a watch in a cinema, then buy and add it to your collection. And if you're wondering how I'm going to rank Bob's Burgers, I'm going to give Bob's Burgers an 8.5 out of 10. There you go. That's pretty much it for my review of the Bob's Burgers movie, and that covers both the films that came out this weekend. So, yeah. Now, I'm about to get off this review and go watch Fallen Kingdom, so I can review that this week. And yeah, but until then, guys, that'll be it for this review. Thank y'all for watching, and if you like this and want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.